Good evening, dear Kuwait television viewers, and welcome to another new episode of your weekly program, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. The English News and Political Programs Department has prepared a variety of reports that highlight the main events that have recently taken place across Kuwait. Our committed team of reporters is constantly engaged in numerous events with the objective of keeping you, dear viewers, aware of the latest information, regulations and policies. Our aim is to help you obtain information on the latest developments at the local scene. So stay tuned for more coming your way this evening. In our first item for tonight, every March, the world celebrates the International Day of Civil Defense in appreciation of the prominent role played by its workers. The allocation of a day for team is considered one of the main pillars to consolidate the concepts, actions and duties of civil defense among citizens and residents. Hadil Fahad brings us more details in this report.
World Civil Defense Day is a day celebrated by member states of the International Civil Protection Organization in recognition of the efforts of civil defense agencies to maintain the security and safety of societies from the risk of natural and human disasters.
The Kuwait Fire Service Directorate every year, along with the World Civil Defense Day, we make sure that we held our events and festival. We talk about our role in the Kuwait Fire Service Directorate and the sacrifices. It's a great opportunity to bridge with the public, and they will have indoor about our job and what kind of sacrifices we are doing for the community. Unfortunately, this year we couldn't celebrate the International Civil Defense Day due to the uncircumstances that occurred due to the virus known as Corona. For the public safety issue strategy as of the government conducted, we had to stop all of the festivals and events. Along with that, as we know, as is known as a Civil Defense International Day, it's a great day. It's a great opportunity for all the public to get along and know the role of the first responders as the firefighters and what kind of sacrifices we are doing for the community. That's our job. It's very important, along with that, that people should comply with all of the safety tips that we give for the public to decrease the number of incidents that we are experiencing along the way. A very important notice: in case of any emergency, we urge all of the people never hesitate to contact the emergency number 112 and describe your situation for the first responders to reach you as soon as possible.
The main goal of this day is to mention and indicate the great role that the civil defense agencies took. Kuwait in 30 minutes. This is Hadil Fahad.
The Kuwaiti Society for Health Information is carrying out advertising campaigns on various social media platforms in order to educate individuals and limit the spread of the coronavirus. It also promotes health, educates and guides individuals, as well as provides them with correct information. Hadil Fahad brings us more in this report.
The Kuwait Health Information Society is making intense efforts through various social media sites to provide correct materials to guide individuals.
We took the initiative of educating our, let's say, members and the community as a whole, and have like a significant role in increasing the public health. For example, we started our campaign, educational campaign, by using the social media tools such as WhatsApp application, Instagram, and Twitter programs in actually, let's say, sending the information, retweeting the information that the government itself, by Ministry of Health, that is submitting, such as, because we want to make sure that the information is spread to the population from the right person or the right agent, which is the Ministry of Health in this occasion. I also been on contact from day one with Dr. Maytham Hussein, who is the Director of Planning at Ministry of Health. I'm getting all the information that he is spreading on social media, retweeted and resubmitted to our people on the different tools of social networks. As a member of Department of Health Informatics at Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, and as a member of the media committee within that faculty, we started educating our students and staff at the faculty earlier than this onset. On February 11th, we had a presentation given by Dr. Sara Al-Gawandi, who is the Director of the Public Health Laboratories at Ministry of Health. Dr. Sara presented to our faculty people and students what is this kind of virus, how it is spreading, what are the different precautions and preventive care. And this activity was performed by the media committee with the public relation department at Faculty of Allied Health, and supported by the Dean of the faculty, Dr. Suad Al-Fadli. So earlier we've been actually educating our people, the students, the staff, the workers within the faculty about this virus and how taking care of yourself with changing the habits, the dangerous habits, in order to prevent the spread of such a virus among the population. From day one, I submitted a post in the Instagram for the students on how to take care of themselves following the different instructions given by Ministry of Health. I would like to advise them to stay calm, don't listen to any rumors. Ministry of Health used top precautions to take care of this breakout, and we are following the rules and regulations given by the World Health Organization, so we are in good hands and never listen to and freak out of such spread or such virus. All what you need to do, don't contact people who you think they might have it. Like if you see signs of flu, do not contact those people. Stay at home. And I also actually encouraged my students to use this 2 weeks off to continue their projects, to finish their research projects and homeworks, educate themselves about this disease, do whatever hobbies they would like to do for themselves. Do not waste such time, it's 2 weeks, Just do something beneficial for the best of themselves. First of all, I would like to thank the government, and that's Ministry of Health, the leader of Ministry of Health, Sheikh Dr. Basel Al-Sabah, and his undersecretaries and the assistant undersecretaries, the different directors of the directory that are available, managers, workers, everyone within Ministry of Health, Ministry of Interior, and whoever is Kuwait Airways, whoever took initiative in helping in this crisis. I thank them from deep heart, really, because especially being proud of being recognized by the WHO that we followed the exact whatever is needed to be done when dealing with such outbreak.
The public benefit societies and other various societies, is particularly the Kuwait Health Information Society, are keen to double their efforts to stand up to the corona crisis. Reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes, this is Hadil Fahad.
The Ministry of Health implemented its preventive measures in Al Khiran resort after turning it on into a quarantine. The resort has received a number of citizens from various countries infected with the coronavirus. Once again, Hadil Fahad brings us the whole story in this report.
The Ministry of Health continues its preventive measures in Al Khairan Resort after turning it into a quarantine, where it's received a number of citizens coming from countries infected with the coronavirus, in enforcement of its preventive plan in order to ensure their safety and the safety of citizens.
Our role here is to, once we receive the passengers, we are doing initial rounds, what we call a baseline round, which helps us to establish a record-like profiles about every single passenger we receive here. This profile would facilitate our work in the future. In any case, God forbids, of any medical emergency. This as well includes the medications the passengers receiving, so that we can provide them with any missing medication. Here we're too many groups, too many teams, all belonging to the Ministry of Health. We work hand in hand with other departments, like the Preventive Medicine Department, the Public Health, the Pediatrics Department as well. Apart from the rounds that we're doing, we receive calls as well in the clinic. We cover the clinic 24/7. Once we receive a call, we dispatch one of our doctors, along with a nurse as well, to go have a look at the patient that we already know a brief medical history about, and check about their complaints. If there's anything wrong, we can shift them back here to our clinic for further assessment. And in cases of serious emergencies, patients can be shifted to major primary hospitals as well.
The ministry has established all the requirements of clinics, medical devices and health teams in the quarantine to make it a sponsor of full health care for citizens. From Al Khairan Resort, this is Hadil Fahad reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
And coming up next, the cooperative societies provide several services in line with the official government efforts to combat the coronavirus and reduce its spread. Various agencies have provided all the necessary supplies to reduce and prevent the spread of the coronavirus in Kuwait. Hadil Fahad brings us the whole story in this report.
The Federation of Cooperative Societies and the Ministry of Cooperative Society have followed up with their efforts in fulfillment of their responsibilities to provide the requirements that meet the needs of the citizen and the resident.
In harmony with these measures taken by the government of State of Kuwait, Ministry of Cooperative, in coordination with the Ministry of Social Affairs and under the umbrella of the Ministry of Health, have applied certain measures to protect the workers in measure of cooperation and to protect the shareholders and the shoppers by applying some preventive measures than controlling measures. Mishra Cooperative has issued educational brochures to prevent the virus infection from spreading, and as part of the awareness campaign. Then we have educated our workers how to come and sterilize their hands and the shopping carts before the shoppers can use them, and after they return them back to their places.
Community participation and pioneering steps are shown in the role of the Federation of Cooperative Associations during any crisis occurring in the country. Reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes, this is Hadil Fahad.
As the coronavirus spreads around the globe and even reaching the Kuwaiti population, there was a huge concern amongst the citizens. Therefore, NGOs set up an awareness campaigns to give out information concerning the newly emerged virus. The volunteers distributed masks, hand sanitizers, as well as information leaflets to educate the visitors of the co-op about the virus. Here is more with Saleh Labedi.
As Kuwait officially has 56 confirmed cases of the new COVID-19 virus, which is known as the coronavirus, people are looking to get more information to prevent getting infected with the new disease. The Kuwaiti Ministry of Health is updating the population daily on the latest information concerning the virus, including the best prevention methods. Since the disease started making headlines, people bought huge quantities of antibacterial soap, face masks, which quickly ran out of stores.
This is a whole team, volunteers have a teams. They are responding to the country to give help and assist the people and give them the advice about the virus of corona. And it is a big environment to give whatever thing to help the whole people with the whole kind of advice.
Therefore, NGOs united and launched several campaigns across the country to pass information and protection masks free of charge to as much people as possible.
Actually, we have awareness campaign, and then we just share information for the Kuwaitis and all of the people who's visiting Shamia Co-op. And then we'll just present our services to the people and how can we serve them in a good way.
The campaign, which was launched at the Shami and Shueikh Co-op, was a huge success as volunteers passed many masks, information leaflets, and antibacterial wash. The NGOs responsible are looking forward to increase these campaigns in different locations around Kuwait. This was Saleh Abedi reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
As the COVID-19 spreads in an international scale and getting international attention, Kuwait has set up measures to control the newly emerged virus. Corporations have distributed masks and gloves to all their workers and to create a more sanitary experience for their customers. Here is more with Saleh Labedi.
As the coronavirus, which is known as the COVID-19, spreads across the globe and gains international attention, the Council of Ministers have took immediate measures to ensure the safety of the people living in Kuwait, which includes co-ops. Co-ops around Kuwait have followed a strict protocol to protect their workers and the shoppers.
So here we're inside Sura Co-op. We're making sure that we're providing surgical masks and gloves and sanitizers before any one of customers coming inside the market. And we're making sure that before anyone takes any trolley, we're cleaning it and making sure that it's a safe environment to shop here inside Sura Co-op. Also for those who are handling food products, we're double checking that their hands are clean and they're wearing surgical masks and gloves before they handle any of our products. I just like to advise our customers before coming inside the market to sanitize their hands and to take all precautions to make sure that they're having a safe shopping experience. And if they have any complaints or they want any missing products for cleaning, and they shouldn't hesitate to inform us about it.
Some of the measures taken by co-ops is that they thoroughly clean all shopping carts, escalators, products, and anything that will be handled by people, as well as making all workers to wear face masks and gloves to reassure shoppers by maintaining a high health standard. Today we are here at the Sura Co-op where we are investigating their safety and health code measures. This was Salih Al-Ubaidi reporting for Kuwait English News.
And coming up next, as the world develops and learning becomes easier, Al-Jood charity organization launched an Arabic e-learning program that is available for anyone around the globe. The requirements for this service is to have access to a high-speed internet. The lessons are broadcast live and students study in their home countries. In around 500 hours of learning, students will have a strong command on the language. Here is more with Salih Al-Ubaidi in this report.
Arabic is the language of the Holy Quran, as well as the official language for around 500 million people, and one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, which is why the Jood Charity Organization is providing Arabic lessons for people abroad free of charge in efforts to further spread the language globally.
Well, actually, we started, sometime, for example, 7 years back, we started in China by initiative by Chairman Abdulaziz Zayed, After that, we see, the number of students who like, to learn Arabic language. So we start, to take action by different way using, the technology, which is, learning by distance. We start with this, for example, in Albania and Croatia, and we have a plan to start in South America. This approach is cheaper and easier and more effective for a big number of students to learn Arabic language. So we practice now, this approach in different areas. And we have, for example, more than 40 nationalities who are interested, to learn by this way.
The Arabic classes are offered to Muslims and others globally, from East Asia to the Western Hemisphere and Latin America. The method used is e-learning with a live broadcast of the teacher to the students, which allows the students to interact with their teacher. Experts say that in 500 hours, students are able to read, write, speak, and understand the Arabic language.
And in our last report for tonight, as the COVID-19 disease spreads globally, Kuwait have set up measures to control the newly emerged virus. In an interview with the ambassador of Greece in Kuwait, we learned more about the Greek perspective on the virus. Here is more with Salih Al-Ubaidi, which brings us this report.
As the coronavirus, which is known as COVID-19, spreads across the globe and gains international attention, many governments have set plans and strategies to control and combat this newly emerged virus. Therefore, we interviewed the ambassador of Greece to get to know more about the Greek perspective on how we are handling this disease in Kuwait.
And in this case, it was at the beginning it was a kind of panic because we have to deal with this phenomenon. But I think that the government immediately started and took a lot of measures, and all the diplomats here, we follow that. And I see, okay, every day, okay, at the beginning the confrontation was a little fragmentary, but after, always there are some new ideas, and we see the press immediately, how to say, ordering in abroad for masks, in any case they informed the people well, and that we realized is that the Kuwaiti people is very disciplined. In this case, they stopped going abroad without necessary reason. They go not to crowded places, a lot of shopping centers, and the market in general, there is not much people. The cars are more limited. The schools are closed for 2 weeks. In this case, that shows that the people understand.
Greece has 7 officially confirmed cases as of now, and the coronavirus is spreading in a really fast pace around the globe. Therefore, Greece took measures to ensure that they are stopping the disease from spreading to the population.
Concerning Greece, I want to inform you that for the time being we have only 7 infections cases, and all of them, they came from Italy. They were in northern Italy, in Milano, and 3 are in Thessaloniki, and 3 are in Athens. But these people are immediately into quarantine in the 2 hospitals, and their health is very much improving. In this case, it was a kind of weak infection. But in any case, we remained very vigilant about that. We gave some instruction as well for limiting travels if not necessary. And okay, we have not banned any flights, but if we see that from some countries there is a possibility of transferring the virus, in this case we could stop as your government did.
Bioscientists around the world are testing samples of the new virus and finding ways to cure it, as well as best practices to stop it from further spreading. As the ministries of health worldwide are updating their citizens on the latest information concerning the new coronavirus. This was Salih Al-Ubaidi reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
Well, this brings us to the conclusion of tonight's episode of Kuwait in 30 minutes. We hope to see you again same time next week. Our highly dedicated team of correspondents is constantly out in the field, searching for reports that matter most to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week with more exclusive reports. Have a good night.